Nerds, what's up? Today I am doing a video about some of the movies that I've gone and seen in the movie theater recently, as well as one that's like a really old movie but I just saw for the first time. And I just want to do a little mini review of each of these movies. Everything will be spoiler free, so not to worry. I just wanted to talk about some movies that I've been loving. Or watching, I guess I should say. The first movie that I want to talk about is the one that's actually really old that I just saw for the first time, and it's called The Usual Suspects. It's on Netflix or Hulu, I don't remember which one. I think it's on Netflix. And Matt made me watch it because we were trying to watch something together and we couldn't figure it out, and then we went on to Netflix and saw The Usual Suspects, and he flipped out when I hadn't seen it yet. So he made me watch it, and it was really good. It's about these 5 guys who are the usual suspects when something goes down for the cops, and so they all get put into a lineup together, and they know that someone in the room did it, but they don't know who did it. And the cops can't prove anything, and the friends can't figure out who it was that did it. And this creates the adventure that they go on, which is doing a like heist job for money, because they're all criminals anyway. And yeah, it was really, really good. Kevin Spacey is in it, along with some other guys that like I recognize by face, but I don't know their names. I highly recommend. Kevin Spacey is glorious as always, so yeah. The next movie that I want to talk about is Logan, which I just recently went and saw last weekend on opening weekend, and it is the kind of like final hurrah of the Wolverine movies. And it's about Logan, which is also Wolverine, and Hugh Jackman was great, and more importantly, the little girl was phenomenal. I loved this plot line. So the plot line is that Logan is not able to heal as fast as he usually is, which is one of his powers, and it's taking a lot longer for him to like be able to do stuff. And then there's other stuff going on with other characters from X-Men. This girl shows up asking for him to take her to South Dakota for like a safety net, because she is a mutant as well, and people are hunting her down, and she's little, and oh my god, she's so fucking badass. There's a lot of kids in this movie who are mutants, and they're all so badass. And like, oh, it was so good. Now, this movie is rated R. It's the first rated R Wolverine movie ever. So it's nice and bloody, and I was not expecting it. The main thing that I thought was really cool that they added because it was rated R was the fact that like Logan bleeds when his steel claws come out, which is like such a weird thing to see because we've never seen it, but like throughout the movies of Wolverine he talks about how it hurts every single time that the blades come out, so it makes sense that he would be bleeding, but they've never been able to do it, so it just felt way more realistic. It was the best. I love X-Men, and this is the best one. So if you're not a comic book fan and you're not an X-Men fan, like this is the one that you should try out and see if you enjoy, because it didn't feel the same. It didn't feel like almost like a kid's movie. It didn't feel like that. And the last movie that I need to talk about is King Kong. I just went and watched it like 2 days ago. This all could have been avoided if people weren't stupid. If like everyone wasn't stupid, like one person it could have been stupid, nobody would have had to die. This was dumb. Like the entire plot of King Kong, this new movie, is that there's a guy who believes that there are things on this island that's uncharted, and he is trying to convince the government to fund going to there by saying like, we want to get there first because we're Americans and we don't want the Russians to get it. It's a Vietnam setting right after the Vietnam War ended, and of course that's what makes the funding happen. And so they decide that they should drop seismic bombs on this island in order to get a reading of like what it looks like. Why would you drop seismic bombs on a place that you don't know what kind of things live there? When you scare animals, they get mad and go into defense mode and they'll kill everything they see. The fuck? What were you thinking? Stupid. Stupid number 1. Stupid number 2 is that oh, it's just everything was dumb. The other thing that I like really, I know that there's like some suspension of reality for these movies. Obviously there's no such thing as a giant gorilla or any other giant things that were in this movie that I don't want to give away. And so I can suspend reality to a certain extent. However, it's really annoying that this giant gorilla doesn't walk like a giant gorilla should. He shouldn't be standing on 2 legs. He walks with his knuckles. The anthropologist in me is just fuming. The other one last thing that in these movies where we have a lot of dumb people doing dumb things in order to make the plot, there's usually one person who is like the animal expert or whatever, and they're the ones saying all the smart things that could get all of these people out of trouble if they just listened to them. And nobody does, of course, because it's a movie. And they didn't have that. Instead, they had somebody else who is an expert on these animals that I'm trying not to give away, like, why he was whatever. So it's this guy. And nobody fucking listens to him either. And I guess, like, that would have made me mad if it was the animal expert anyway. It just drives me crazy. Why don't you listen to the person who knows things about the island? Like, what? It makes me so angry. And then the other thing that pissed me off is that there are people on this island. And one of the things that's happening is you can't kill Kong, because if you kill Kong, then the other animals that are really, really dangerous won't have anything to kill them. And Kong is the last of his kind. So at some point he's going to die, and then this is going to happen anyway. And there's humans on this island. They're native to the island, and the people who are like trying to get off the island because they were stupid and got on the island in the first place just are like, okay, thanks for having us, bye. And I'm like, they're gonna die. What? What's happening? Why are you doing these things? This is dumb. The good things that I do want to mention is the CGI was badass. The fighting scenes were really cool. Like, again, suspend reality because, hello, they're giant animals. There's a flamethrower. It was really visually pleasing. I just couldn't get over how stupid everyone was because I can't handle it. So that's the last movie that I want to talk about. The movie that I really, really, really want to go see that's not out yet is Beauty and the Beast, the live action film. I'm so excited for it. I need it in my life already. So that's the next movie I'm planning on seeing. What's the next movie that you're planning on seeing? Or have you seen these movies yet? And what did you feel about them? Because I have a lot to say about King Kong still. That's this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and check out all my social media sites. They're all linked in the description box below. And I will see you guys very soon. I make videos every Sunday and Wednesday. Bye!